Since before there were
Listen to
video
what he damn
essays and
said.
Reddit threads, since before there was genius...
He said it's never been talked about Hotel Transylvania. And I was talking about this in my last video too. Let's go in on the
and music forums, people have theorized as to the true meaning of the song. And today I'm here to tell you definitively what the true meaning of Hotel California is. Let's take a closer look.
That's an associated with Pathetic Records.
Okay, so as cool as it would be if I could tell you the true meaning of Hotel California, that's just not possible. There is no one true meaning to any song, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. But even if there was, I don't think that's the most interesting part of Hotel California. I think it's far more compelling to look into how the Eagles were able to craft a song so mysterious and so memorable that its lyrics still capture.
It says on a best day, highway cool, wind up in the hair, warm I smell, colors rising up through, and the air upon I had into the distance. Says sentence. It's replaced in words, systems. When a systematic overboard drone, my head and I groaned and I heard at my side and I groaned saying, I'll do stay to stop for the ride, but my mind.
Look at some of the many interpretations of the song, and we'll learn what was on the Eagles' mind when they wrote.
You gotta pay really close attention to that old English.
Now we can cue the music. Hotel California started its life in the Malibu beach house. Don Felder had rented the place for the summer and sat in the bedroom with a 12-string guitar one July afternoon. He developed a handful of melodies and put them to tape with a 4-track recorder. One of these melodies was an eerie piece made from descending arpeggios. When Felder handed his tapes over to Don Henley, it was this descending riff that caught his bandmate's ear. Henley was driving through California at night, and the music's dark, creeping sounds seemed to provide a perfect soundtrack. Most of the Eagles were still relatively new to California at the time, including Henley himself. In an interview with Team Rock, he said that he and his bandmates viewed Beverly Hills as a mythical place. It was a place full of hope and dreams, where miracles could and did happen. But it was also a hollow place, full of excess.
Yeah, I'm Deadpool's roommate. Line?
See how they threw a commercial in there? And they're gonna switch fucking videos on me in 3, 2, 1, and now I'm gonna set up on 93.
Now, I can't see him. But Lord.
Lee and fellow lyricist Glenn Frey began to pen lyrics explaining their feelings about California. But the lyrics weren't only inspired by their own...
On a break, I stride, highway cool, mad, way up too high, no hair, warm smell, only clothes are rising and through, and the air upon our head, and I sentenced, and I saw something wide, and I might open my eyes into the creations of my God, and I become upon to the reality, and that all spelled out XS 193 190 X 97 93 X Bravo, and that all spelled out the true love of my life was in Angelina Jolie, and her end of the name spelled fucking backwards equals the one and only pumpkin sauce. And who's pumpkin sauce? You go back through history and any damn thing and everything that's ever connected to a damn murder. And I'm talking about anything you ever connected once to your family died. And this man right here has been connected to every bit of it. You think back to Jack the Ripper. This dude makes Jack the Ripper look sick.
Experiences. They were also drawing on the world of literature. The atmosphere of Hotel California was inspired by The Magus, a 1965 novel by John Fowles. That book follows the story of Nicholas Urfi, a young teacher who travels to the island of Thraxos in Greece. While there, he meets a rich recluse named Maurice Conscious.
See what he said?
Unbeknownst to Nicholas, Conscious runs him through an elaborate series of psychological experiments, shifting the world around
and the love of your child, and
as
the heartbeat so clear, and the damn room comes to spinning, and the earth comes to stop.
Henley and Frey, who saw parallels between Fowl's protagonist and their own experience in California. So they set out to make lyrics that would create that sense.
You think back to any United States government that ever once was, and our 692 trillion serial killers that ever was being released on the United States alone.
Every time he walks through a door, there's a new version of reality. We wanted to write a song just like it was a movie. In that same interview, Frey said the band were trying to make the lyrics cinematic, mentioning the Twilight Zone as another influence. We see this cinematic lyricism in the opening verse. It's a sensual song describing the smell and feel of the air, and it puts the listener in the same headspace as the main character, entering into a strange and unknown world.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair.
Into the situation to my brothers. No, they never did.
That sense of unreality and confusion pervades the next two verses. Our main character flashes through a series of rooms, peering in on strange scenes, having eerie
cover up, and that's a situation which brings the three doors into a government, and they're giving you 3 chances in life, and that's not 48. And I'll sit right there and watch people get 40 on their 4th strike, and that's 93 of a 9-7 plate on a cover up, 93 government, 193 set up. And you ask yourself what happened into a government setup. That's a 193 reverse fucking cop. That's when 2 armed suspects enter a room, and 1 are large and 2 are another side of the suspect. When a cop busts in your door, and it's Agent Gibbs right in your fucking face, and not you.
Conversations. In between, we're treated to a bright, cheery chorus that serves as a sharp contradiction to the...
And I know what you're thinking at this point. Why did he introduce 5 and not 4? That's because he threw you off, and that's a 3-door situation, and right there only signifies that Jerusalem has landed.
Atmosphere of the verses.
That ain't what
Welcome to the Hotel California. It's such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place.
Ooh.
When we look at this through the context of the Eagles' California experience,
they never
a
did
clear
take me.
meaning emerges.
Oh,
There's
no.
a bright image
That's
of
the
California,
Hotel
home to Hollywood and the music industry. It's a world of
that's my mother when she came to stay. That's my daddy played.
And
No, she
huge
never
houses. It's a world.
They won't play you the rest of the song. I will, because you never heard that song that I had. Shut up and listen. It's fucking Tombstone back in here again. They're sitting right there throwing their wives up in your face, and you know what I'm saying. I can't say that word on here. They take your wives right into Hotel California, and that's any hotel that's ever been, and it's on a secret set that involves Michael Jackson to this day. Let's continue.
That so many people aspire to. A world that seems idyllic from the outside.
It's called When the World
In the
Set
first
Michael
verse,
Jackson
our hero
Up for
enters
Murder.
the world, but already.
And did he do it? I don't have a fucking clue. I ain't there. And I'm a one hell of a fucking 193 state government law fucking detective, and I can't even answer you that. I might as well be Sherlock Holmes.
It's a sense of its risks.
And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven, this could be hell.
In the second verse, we get to see the glare.
You see how all of a sudden I could sing that? The United States government told me a while ago I couldn't sing that.
Glamour of California with the wealth and parties. But there's also something lost.
And him and my brothers, were they
asks for
terrified?
why.
See that?
So I called up the captain. Please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969.
For many, this line
And they take the my brothers. They said we take to my brothers into my spirit, and we never fly, we never rise, stay high. Too clue. Man, you always was fucking recluse, dude. Stay who? No, you never would. Stay high. Scott Hall, fucking for life. Was it written by Scott Hall? Scott Hall was a professional wrestler back in 1992. Until 1997, this dude fucking vanished, and he was one hell of a fucking champion. And he was a world fucking class champion, but that ain't the truth. He was only a 9 and a 6 world heavyweight bitch and cruiserweight champion, but he went on to later face a world heavyweight champion at a 6-degree fucking black belt, and he defeated him somehow. And this dude was a world knowledge, 193 world champion. He was 719 ever to be created, but it was only 119th then that he was ever in. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if I should tell you this, because you're not going to believe me anyways. I'm a 25-degree and a world heavyweight, world 93 and a 62-degree heavyweight belt stone crusher. And to this day, I can't practice martial arts no more. Man, they destroyed my life. And I'm talking about the Illuminati. You don't think they won't come for you? I know I've been there, son. Don't you damn fucking screw me.
Presented the shift in the music industry. Through the 1960s, rock and roll felt like it was part of a revolution. The psychedelic movement was filled with utopian optimism and an authentic belief in finding a better way to live. But as the decade turned, the music industry grew jaded and cynical. It turned out that the promise of revolution was easy to sell, and the music industry turned into a living experiment in cutthroat capitalism. Meanwhile, the mind-expanding psychedelics gave way to newer, heavier drugs. Cocaine and heroin took over the music industry, and it became a world of excess. In the third verse, we see this play out, and we learn about the dark underbelly beneath California. There's a glamour, but there's also a rot at the core of the rock star lifestyle. And in the song's famous final couplet, we learn the greatest horror of all.
You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
He said right there, damn, telling you that you can go into Hollywood, but you ain't gonna never check it out. And baby, that's
Try
my
as you
damn
may
life.
to escape the world.
And I don't give a damn what you said. If there's a thing on the set that I never did or set into motion, that's the God that he never played. That's the God he never stayed. So.
Fast money and hard drugs, it'll always call you back from some distant hallway. When you know the intentions of Henley and Frey, it's easy to read.
Henley and Frey, yeah, sure thing. And what's a goddamn 37 cop 193 government set up on a Bravo 93.6. And I'll take you back to any situation. That's where 2 cops enter the room, and it's set up just like an apartment. And Stacy Keebler comes out of nowhere, and she says, "Wait, you can't enter." And all of a sudden, the world comes to an end, and that's as far as you ever get to. And that's at 193, the kind of place at 193 stop. They come to a complete stop, and one reaction, 193 comes onto a battery reaction, and which what it is. That's a 93.6 corrupt 97 blown. That's where 2 officer known suspects get a call at about around 10:30 p.m. into a graveyard, and they hear a witch out there practicing witchcraft to this day, and they ain't nobody knows that. It's a 109196 Bravo cover. Remember that to the end of this video.
Hotel California as a cautionary tale about the Hollywood lifestyle. But that's not the only meaning people have pulled from the song. The Eagles themselves have also described it as a loss of innocence, something echoed in a popular interpretation that says the song is about a romantic relationship. In the first verse, the hero is desperate and alone, but then he meets a woman and they marry. In the second verse, things become rocky as materialism creeps into the relationship, and the hero yearns for better times in the past. And then in the final verse, the character tries to escape the relationship, tries to get back to who
That's what happens when you escape your relationships. Don't trust your women. They said right there, I told you, son, don't trust them. That's his phase 192 video 85 in question.